Good morning, students. Today, this is module 8 of chapter matrices, and let me discuss elementary operations or transformations of a matrix. How we use these operations, when we use these operations. We use these operations in finding out the inverse of a matrix. See the operations. There are three operations with respect to rows and three operations with respect to columns. First, we can interchange any two rows of a matrix or any two columns of a matrix. See how. Let A be a matrix. A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. This is a matrix of order 3 by 3. If we want to interchange row 1 and row 2, then we will write here R1 change to R2 and R2 change to R1, and the matrix will become A1, A21, A22, A23, A11, A12, A13, A31, A32, A33. Okay. Now, if we want to change C2 into C3, C3 into C2, if we want to apply this operation, then this matrix will become equal to A1, 1, A21, A31. We will change C2 into C3, C3 into C2. So C3, A13, A23, A33, and A12, A22, and A32. Like this, we will apply this operation. Second operation is multiplication of an element by one row or one column. If we want to apply this second operation in R1 change to 1/7 R1 like this. This matrix will become 1/7 A11, 1/7 A12, 1/7 A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33 like this. And the same we can apply with respect to column. If we want to change its column 3, R3 change to -1/5 R3, then this will become not R, C. C3 change to -1/5 C3. Then this matrix will become equal to A11, A21, A31, A12, A22, A32. We will multiply C3, this is C3 by minus 1 upon 5. This will become minus 1 upon 5 A13, minus 1 upon 5 A23, and minus 1 upon 5 A33. Like this we can apply this second elementary transformation or operation. Third operation. Third operation is, if we want to change R1 change to R1 minus 2R2. Then see how we will apply this. This is matrix A. We are to change only R1. So R2, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Now change R1. R1 change to R1 minus 2R2. R1 minus 2R2. This will become A11 minus 2 A21. R1, R2. R1 minus twice of R2. A1 minus twice of A21. A12 minus twice of A22, and A13 minus twice of A23. Like this we can apply such type of operation, and the same we can apply with respect to column operation. These are the three operations, 3 with respect to columns and 3 with respect to rows. So we will use these operations in finding out the inverse of a matrix. Invertible matrix. Invertible matrix. When a matrix A is invertible, a square matrix A is said to be invertible if there exists another square matrix of same order B such that A into B equal to B into A equal to I. If A is a square matrix, there exists another square matrix of same order such that A into B equal to B into A equal to I, then B is inverse of A and will be written as A inverse equal to B. Now let me discuss one example. Let A be 2, 3, 1, 2 and matrix B 2 minus 3 minus 1. This is matrix B. The order of this matrix is 2 by 2. The order of this matrix is 2 by 2. What will become AB? 2, 3, 1, 2 into 2 minus 3 minus 1, 2. This is 2 by 2. 2 by 2. The resultant matrix will be of order 2 by 2. A11, 2 into 2, 4, minus 3, 1. A1, 2, 2 into minus 3, minus 6 and plus 5. Minus 6 plus 6. 2 into minus 3, minus 6. 3 into 2 plus 6, 0. A2, 1. 2 1 are 2, minus 2, 0. A2, 2. Minus 3 plus 4, 1. Which is identity matrix I. Therefore, from here we got AB equal to I. And now see what is BA. B 2 minus 3 minus 1 2 into A 2 3 1 2 and multiply these two. This will become, again we will get a matrix of order 2 by 2. A11, 2 into 2 4 and 3 into 1 minus 3 1. 2 into 3 6 and minus 6 0. Minus 2 plus 2 0. Minus 3 plus 4 1. This is again I. Therefore, we got from here VA equal to I. Let this equation be 1 and this equation be 2. From first and second, AB equal to BA equal to I. And therefore, matrix B is inverse of A. Okay? We can write A inverse equal to 2 minus 3 minus 1 2. And A is inverse of B. A is inverse of B. Now finding out the inverse of a matrix. How we find out the inverse of a square matrix? Let A be a given matrix. Then we can write A as IA, because I into A will become A. Or we can write A equal to A into I. Now we will see whether we are to solve the given question with respect to rows or with respect to column. If we are adopting rows method, then we will apply a sequence of transformations only with respect to rows. And if we will apply the sequence of transformations of columns, then we will apply only the columns transformations throughout the question. We can't do as that in one step we apply row transformations and in another step we apply column transformation. You can't do like this. We will apply only either rows transformations or column transformations. If we use the row transformations, then we will start the question from this rows transformations. And if we want to apply column transformations, Then we will start from here. Now let me discuss rows transformation. We will start the question from here and we will apply a sequence of rows transformations so that we can change this A matrix into I. Okay, and here this into I and this I into B, A as it is. So we will apply row transformations and we will change the elements of this matrix A in such a way so that we will get I here. In another words, we can say that we will convert this matrix A into I, and same operation will be applied in right hand side in this matrix. It means we will apply the same operations in this matrix and in this matrix till we get I equal to B. And now our question will be complete, and this B is the inverse of A, and here we will write that A inverse equal to B. Our question will be complete here. If we want to apply column transformations, then we will start our question like this: A equal to AI also equal to A, and we will change this matrix into I and this I matrix into B. We will apply column transformations, or we can say a sequence of column transformations, so that we will have A equal to I, and the same transformations will be applied in right hand side in this matrix. And therefore here B is inverse of A, and we will write here A inverse equal to B. Here the question is complete.